Hello. All right. So here's my bump. Actually, from the front, unless you're standing here, well, you can see her. I am 34 weeks and 3 days. There she is. Yep, we just get bigger and bigger. Yeah. I am just all baby at this point. This is just all her. So I got 5 weeks left to go. Let's see if I can get this situated. I've got 5 weeks left to go, and my C-section has been scheduled for the 19th of August. And I have to be at the hospital at 5:30 in the morning, and surgery will happen about 7:30 that morning. I'll be having a tubal at the same time to ensure that this is the last baby. I'm feeling good. My blood pressure spiked, and I had some fluid retention and stuff. Have had an awful lot of stress, and I did too much last weekend trying to get the nursery done. Thank God for my sister. She came down, and we made a huge dent, and we're getting there. But I did too much, and I knew that I felt it. And of course was at the doctor the next day, and my blood pressure was way up, which I never have high blood pressure. I just never experienced that. So it was a big concern, and the swelling and the concentrated urine and some weird little contractions. That's all gone. I was at the doctor on Friday morning, just my regular PCP, and my blood pressure was right back down to normal, which is actually slightly low. And I'm not having any weird contractions. I'm having some Braxton Hicks stuff, but that's all typical for where I'm at with the pregnancy. Blood pressure was good. I'm not retaining any fluid. I've been pushing an awful lot of water and milk and juice and stuff, really forcing a lot more fluid, because that kind of scared me. I unfortunately, I hate to say it this way, but I'm willing to take a lot of unnecessary risk with my own self, but I would not necessarily intentionally jeopardize the baby's health. And I don't think that I don't think it was really a conscious thought of, being jeopardizing anything. I just, there was just stuff to do, and sometimes you just go even when you don't feel like it anymore. And I just didn't take the time to really stop and consider that, I'm 8.5 months pregnant, and maybe that's not the best option for me. And so it was a good wake-up call. I'm not pushing it anymore. It's okay. I'm trying not to be stressed out about the war zone that my house has become, just because the room that's the nursery is having to go from being basically a storage room to a nursery. So there was a lot of stuff in there. It's stuff that you would normally store in the shed or whatever. There was the last bit of stuff from my mom that we just kind of put in there, and just I hadn't wanted to deal with it. But it has been, 2 years, a little over 2 years now, and there's really no excuse for not going through it and getting it done. So we did that, and a lot of it was like pictures and stuff like that. So I think it was emotional, and it was laborious as well. It was a lot of physical labor for me. I feel good. I'm tired, still. The other thing that has happened is I've developed carpal tunnel, which I am assured as soon as I deliver will go away. And I sincerely hope so, because I can't hold a pen to write, and I can't hold my toothbrush to brush my teeth. I have a lot of pain in my right hand, and the best they can offer me is to splint it, but it's the OB told me that it's just not going to go away until I deliver. And the only reason that they have diagnosed me as carpal with pregnancy is because of the onset of it, the way it came on so fast, and there's just the swelling in the tunnel there, and that seems to be where I'm going to retain fluid apparently. So, and a certain small percentage of women who get to this stage in pregnancy experience that, and they experience relief from all the symptoms once the baby's delivered. So I'm just going to go with that and assume that, because I don't have a carpal tunnel issue outside of pregnancy. I never have. So I do have a new healthy respect for those who have been through it, though, because, oh my God, it is very painful. Let's see, anything else? Well, I guess the crappy ass news is that apparently John has decided to, I'm not really sure what he's decided to do. He's decided to not be here and not be a part of this. He has some issues that he needs to address and work out, and unfortunately I think that he's not willing to be very adult about it. And I think that the decisions that he has chosen to make are based on very selfish motivations. And, I can't control what other people do. I'm not, I'm not magic. And I can't make that any different. And I really don't have time to be all that upset and stressed out about it, because the baby's coming in 5 weeks, and that really just needs to be my focus. And, I raised one by myself, and I will raise another one by myself if that's what's necessary. And I'm never really alone. I have lots of friends and family, and I have a lot of people. He's the only person in my whole life who's walking out. Everybody else is, anticipating her and wanting to meet her, and they're great. So, you kind of have to look at it from that perspective too. If one person out of all the people in your life is the one who's screwing up and making these fucked up decisions and doing these hurtful, harmful things, not only to me and to the baby, but to themselves, you really have to just kind of leave that on their doorstep. And like I told him, his actions really only reflect on him. I'm not a trash talker. It's not because I don't have some trashy things to say, because I definitely have some opinions, but there's no reason, he hasn't left me any reason to have to berate him or emasculate him or reduce him to what he has reduced himself to. Simply his actions alone speak to his caliber of character or lack thereof. I don't really have to say anything other than that. So, some people call it taking the high road or whatever, and I get a lot of people who think that I have some gift for being too nice or something, and that's not it. I am angry. I am furious, and my heart is broken, and I am sad, and I'm all of the things that you would expect. I was, I just choose to behave a certain way, and regardless, that is this child's father, and as useless and as worthless as my father was, my mother never trashed him to my sister and I, and she had every right to, and maybe she should have, but you just don't do that. Eventually what happened is my sister and I grew up into adults, and we were able to see for ourselves, his behaviors spoke volumes about him. My mother didn't have to do that, and I didn't with Tiffany, and I won't with this one. So, he'll have to answer for his actions, and not to me, maybe to her someday, ultimately to God. And, I just have to trust that. So that's where that's at. I don't think there's anything else very exciting going on. I'm at the doctor every week now because of the blood pressure spike. I'm really, 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 have I mentioned this? I'm really missing my band a lot. I'm really looking forward to having that back. I'm really looking forward to just getting back to that place, emotionally too, because this is really taking its toll on me. I don't deal the same way with my emotions and my depressions and stuff without the band as I do with the band. That's just the reality. That's the truth. It is the beast of the addiction. I will shut it down every time if I have the opportunity to, and I've proven that to myself. And I don't necessarily like that about myself, and I wish that I could tell you that it was different, but it's not. And I really am looking forward to having that tool back. And I'm looking forward to being the mom who has the energy to keep up with the baby and the kid and go and do and all of that too. So I am out of time. I don't know how come that happens every time. I hope you guys are all experiencing great success, and I will talk to you all again soon. I will see you later. Bye.